Hey, welcome back. Dave Dubeau here. Have you got $20,000 burning a hole in your pocket and you're looking at how to invest that in real estate? Well, that's what we're going to be talking about here today. We're going to look at a variety of different ways that you can get going, you can get started in real estate investing, starting with as little as $20,000. Stay tuned. All right, so the first thing I'm going to recommend to you if you've got $20,000 and you want to invest that in real estate is to get some education. No, don't worry, I'm not going to try and sell you a coaching course or an expensive mentorship program or anything like that, but I am definitely going to recommend that you figure out exactly what you want to do, how to do it, and where you want to do it. So what do you want to do? What is the real estate investing strategy that you really want to focus on, okay? So there's all sorts of different ways to invest in real estate: single family homes, multifamily properties, apartment buildings, flips, long-term buy and holds, buy, renovate, rent, repeat, refinance, repeat, BRRRRs, self-storage facilities, raw land, you name it. There's a ton of different flavors of real estate investing. So you need to pick one and really focus on that. Second thing you want to do is figure out what market are you going to be investing in. Where do you want to invest? Are you going to invest in your own backyard, or do you want to invest somewhere else where it makes more sense for that particular strategy? Okay, so you need to get some education about that. Lots of free resources. Hey, you're here on YouTube land. You can check out a gazillion different videos on real estate investing. I've got a whole bunch myself. And you can also go to your local real estate investment association, real estate meetup, real estate club, whatever it's called in your area, and find out hands-on for people that are actually doing it, what they're doing it, how they're doing it, what the pros and cons are. So get education, figure out exactly what kind of deals you want to focus on and where you want to do those deals. Next thing you want to look at if you've got $20,000 to invest in real estate is financing options. How much bang for your buck can you get? And this is going to depend a lot on the price of properties that you're looking at, your location, your credit worthiness, that sort of thing. So with $20,000, there are still places in the United States where you can buy an entire property for less than $20,000. You can go out and buy a whole house in certain areas of Detroit for less than $20,000. However, do you really want to? Do you want to own a crappy property in a hood type neighborhood? Probably not. So you have to be realistic about how much bang for your buck you're going to get with $20,000. Now, another thing you can look at is, are you looking at purchasing a completely separate investment property? Or are you looking at doing something creative like a house hack, where you buy a property, you live in the property, and you rent out either rooms in that property or different units in that property for rental revenue? That's house hacking. That you might be able to get into with $20,000, because if you're buying the property as your home, as your principal residence, and if you've got good credit, you can get into that property for as little as 5 to 10% down, in some cases even less. If you're in the States, if you're a veteran, you might even be able to get a VA loan for that kind of thing and really maximize your $20,000. So again, you got to look at what kind of financing can you get with that 20 grand. A really important factor that you have to take into account is crunching the numbers. So again, investing in real estate with $20,000 sounds very appealing, but for example, if you're using that money as a down payment and you're very highly leveraged on the property, depending on the interest rates on the underlying mortgage, you may or may not be cash flow positive. What does that mean? If you're cash flow positive, that means that there is profit left over at the end of the month. After you receive your rents and you pay out all of your expenses, you've still got profit, you've still got money left over at the end of the month, and that is the jingle in your jeans. On the other hand, if you buy this kind of a property and it's cash flow negative, that means you have to come out of pocket every single month to subsidize that property. That can be very dangerous. So make sure that you're aware of what's going on there. All right, so here's my number one recommendation for you if you got $20,000 to invest in a deal. And that is to kind of do a combination of my first recommendation, which is get education about what you want to do, and then partner up with somebody who's actively doing what you want to do and pay to play. So this is very different than going out and buying coaching or mentoring or investing in a real estate investment course. Nothing wrong with that. But if you partner up with somebody who's actively doing what you want to do, in the market area that you want to do it, and you put your $20,000 into the deal for a percentage ownership of that property, but you make it very, very clear to the person that you want to learn as you're going along. You want to actively participate in that deal. You want to be an active partner in that deal. Then you're going to learn so much so quickly. And then here's the beautiful thing. You're going to set yourself up for long-term success. What I mean by that is you're going to be able to show that deal to other potential investors down the road and raise private capital to keep growing your portfolio. Then you won't have to worry about coming up with another 20 grand to do another deal. You'll be able to bring on private investors, joint venture partners who bring in the capital and allow you to keep doing deal after deal after deal. So if I had 20 grand and I wanted to get going in real estate investing, I would find a sharp, active real estate entrepreneur who's doing the kind of deals I want to do. I'd hitch my wagon with them. I would partner up with them on a deal. I would not only enjoy the benefits of the return on my investment, the equity I have in that property, but I would really, really dial it in and learn step by step by step exactly what to do and how to do it. Here's another big benefit. You'll also be bringing on instantaneously your real estate investing power team, because that person that you partner with, chances are they've got all the different power team members that you need already lined up. So that's what I'd do if I had 20 grand to invest in real estate. Now, speaking of investing in real estate, if you're looking to find joint venture partners and raise capital, after you've invested that 20 grand, you got a little experience under your belt, this is the perfect resource for you. It's my book, Money Partner Formula. It's about how to attract investors and their capital instead of chasing after them. In fact, this will show you how to raise your first 6 figures in as little as a few weeks and 7 figures in a matter of months. Proven. And the price is right. It's free. Go ahead, click on the link in the description below or head on over to investorattractionbook.com. Get your copy today.